Now on WRDE Coast TV.
Cleanup effort continues. Also the request for DENREC assistance in Greenwood. A few weeks with weed, we check in with Ocean City cannabis businesses and the impact of Maryland's new law that is less than a month old.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV. Your local news at 11 starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to Coast TV News Midday. Hazy late Thursday morning around Delmarva. Let's check in with our dry tech camera in Ocean City, our live shot there, and you can see some of that haze in the background. Our first alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now with a look at first alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. And of course, a lot of us were battling that dense fog this morning. It finally burned off mid-morning, and then it just kind of morphed into cumulus clouds, and that's what we're looking at right now across inland areas around Seaford, Millsboro, and Milford. But along the coast, less in the way of clouds there. You can see the clouds pretty much over the landmass, but not so much over the water. Not seeing any showers yet. It's possible later as we have a stationary boundary over the top of us right now. Temperatures warming into the 80s inland, 81 Georgetown, but a little cooler 70s from Bethany Beach to Rehoboth. Still pretty muggy out there. Dew points in the low to mid 70s. So the feels like temperature is in the mid 80s, even 87 in Redden right now, 85 in Milton. So make sure you drink a lot of water into the afternoon hours. Here's the noon look on Futurecast. We're looking at partly cloudy skies, maybe a stray shower as we go into the 2 o'clock hour. By 3:30, mid to upper 80s, inland 70s and 80s along the beaches. Could see that stray shower this evening, maybe some heavy rain, gusty winds. So keep that in mind as we go through the afternoon. Maybe a spot shower or storm. A better chance of maybe stronger, maybe severe weather heading into Friday. I'll break it down coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks a lot, Bob. This past weekend, many parts of Sussex County experienced heavy downpours that caused massive damage, including flooding, and that is why Greenwood is continuing its flood recovery efforts. They announced that, along with dumpsters, the town is requesting DENREC to perform mosquito fogging throughout the town. The town has also put together a packet of resource information that they can give to anyone who needs help. These packets can be found at Greenwood Town Hall. It's been legal in Maryland since July 1st. Recreational marijuana use has opened up some new business opportunities. Now that marijuana isn't just for people needing it for medical purposes, dispensaries have had to adjust to a wider scope of clientele and much higher demand. High Tide Dispensary in Ocean City says they prepared a year before the legalization, but some businesses may not have the logistical capabilities to handle the influx of customers, one of those areas being parking. The owner of High Tide says that the people who need medical marijuana still get first priority before recreational users because that is something implemented by the state of Maryland. Online wine delivery services have taken connoisseurs by storm, but Delawareans have not been able to take advantage of this. And that is exactly what two new bills introduced in the Delaware House are trying to change. The first, sponsored by Representative Mike Smith, would remove the state's ban on direct-to-consumer wine sales. Another, sponsored by Representative Jeff Spiegelman, would expand beyond that to also include beer, spirits, mead, and cider. The bills would require someone of legal drinking age to sign for packages containing alcohol. Accusations of investigation interference in the Hunter Biden case, the House Oversight Committee is looking into that and claims that President Biden's Justice Department had a hand in the limited nature of the investigation. In his testimony to the committee, whistleblower Joseph Ziegler outlined what he described as examples of prosecutors not following the normal investigative process. He also concurred with claims that IRS investigators recommended charging Hunter Biden with far more serious crimes than what the president's son has agreed to plead guilty to. UPS and Broadway workers are on the cusp of walkouts. Los Angeles hotel staff have been staging short-term stoppages, and American Airlines is negotiating with flight attendants. Amy Kiley shows us how all this could affect you.
Labor strikes could soon make it harder to order packages, take a vacation, or enjoy some entertainment.
We know how much money UPS makes because we literally make it for them every day.
Members of the UPS Teamsters Union are staging practice picket lines.
We want to sit at that dinner table. We help put that turkey on that table Just give a seat. Give us a seat.
American Airlines flight attendants are set to vote on a strike authorization this month. Their union's negotiating for an immediate 35% raise. That's in line with what United, American, and Delta have offered pilots. And in Southern California, hotel employees have been staging short-term walkouts over pay and benefits. Meanwhile, Broadway workers could go on strike as soon as tomorrow. Members of the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees are voting through today on whether to authorize such a walkout. And in Hollywood,
technology cannot replace an actor, full on.
Unions for writers and actors say streaming services are undercutting their pay, and they want restrictions on AI.
Now, as it relates to writers, I think they can more easily be replaced by artificial intelligence.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Coming up, EMT Shortage Solution, a program involving a high school to help first responders service Milford. Coast TV News Midday is back after this.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, sweeten your summer with Cafe Grande Brews gourmet sugars and teas. Explore PTSD 911, illuminating first responders trauma. Plus, explore the vibrant offerings of the Milton Arts Guild. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
Sunkissed Summer Mixtape on 102.5 WBOC.
Brought to you by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Building a portfolio that gives you opportunities to grow your savings can be a challenge. Our team at Rosemont Wealth Management takes this challenge seriously. Contact us and we can work together on a comprehensive game plan that truly embodies your personal values and life objectives. Our focus is on what is important to you, your family, your lifestyle, your life events, so that you can maintain your lifestyle all the way through retirement. At Rosemont Wealth Management, we serve first, last, and always.
Party decor and more. The store that has all your party supply needs. Festive holiday decor. Game day team supplies. Balloons that are safe for the sky. Announcing a special surprise. And of course, something for every birthday year that flies by. Party decor and more. The only party store at the beach. Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
Experience the thrill of the race with Post Time with Heather Vitale, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. From the energetic sprints at Ocean Downs to the hard racing action at Bally's Dover, all the way to the vibrant atmosphere of Harrington Raceway, we bring you the true pulse of harness racing. Sunday mornings at 8 and 11:30 on DSN, DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com, or on the DSN app. Post Time on Delmarva Sports Network.
Performing out of space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing in the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime.
Except next July.
A lack of EMTs in Milford is putting a strain on the few currently working at Carlisle Fire Company, but Milford High School is looking to help with that by adding an EMT program. The class will be a mix of being in the classroom and the ability to ride along and observe EMTs in real time. Students, by the time they graduate and are 18 years old, they will be able to get right to work. The fire school says areas like Milford have this need for a number of reasons.
So between the influx in people, the building that's going on down here in Kent and Sussex County, and the lack of people just wanting to become certified, it's put a hindrance on our service.
Milford will be the third high school in the state to adopt the curriculum, but the fire school hopes to eventually bring this opportunity to every school in Delaware. The new pathway at Milford High School is expected to begin in the fall. If you bike in Lewis, there could be some policy changes that could affect your ride. A city committee is exploring multiple changes to make the roads safer for bikers. Some of these changes include adding more reflective barriers on Freeman Highway or reinforcing cyclists to walk their bike over the Savannah Bridge. These proposed changes will be discussed on July 25th, 6 p.m. at Lewis City Hall. And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what you think makes roads safer for cyclists, so let's take a look at the updated results from this morning. And 67% say off-road trails would be the safest. 26% say bike lanes, and then we have 5% better drivers, 2% more signs. 54 years ago today, Apollo 11 landed on the lunar surface. It marked the first time humans had reached the moon, with NASA calling it the greatest single technological achievement of all time. Astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took these momentous first steps. They spent hours on the moon's surface collecting lunar material to be analyzed back on Earth. Millions worldwide tuned in to watch the spacewalk live.
Amazing stuff there. Hard to believe it's 54 years. Well, we've seen the dense fog burn off to partly cloudy skies on our Hershey's exteriors cam. We've got hazy sunshine with warm and humid conditions. A few storms are possible later today, with more significant storms possible on Friday. I'll track it on Futurecast after the break.
10, 8, 6,
5,
3,
Enjoy 10 songs in a row, brought to you by Pohanka of Salisbury.
The new upscale OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro is the place to go for fresh, hand-selected ingredients used to create the most delicious Asian delicacies. Come dine in, have a drink, and let our skilled chefs prepare your authentic Thai, Chinese, and Japanese dishes. At OC Chopsticks, we take what was good and make it better. Sushi rolls, noodle soups, General Tso's chicken, you see where we're going. Anything made fresh is better. Serving lunch and dinner daily, located at the Ocean City Outlets. OC Chopsticks Asian Bistro. We stay fresh.
Spend less time cleaning and scrubbing and enjoy your summer. Go maintenance-free with Coastal Bath today. The only Bath Planet dealer on Delmarva with the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Get the tile look with modern designs. Mold and mildew resistant, easy to clean, and a lifetime warranty. It's Coastal Bath's sizzling savings time. Right now, take $2,500 off your new bathroom through July 31st. Listen to Logan. Call or visit coastalbaths.com today to schedule a free in-home estimate.
Jay Leno.
These French guys are smooth, aren't they? I do declare, Mr. Henry.
And Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kev's going to give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist.
Get out of here, really?
No, you get out of here. To a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life.
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV.
Prepare for a seismic showdown as the East's most formidable travel softball teams storm the Eastern Shore, each battling to seize the esteemed title, the best of the best. Delmarva Sports Network puts you right in the heart of the action, delivering every electrifying swing, slide, and steal. Download the DSN app, stream USSSA games live, plus delve into our extensive archive of past and current games. Delmarva Sports Network, local teams, big dreams.
In Georgia, they call it a sin. I'm wearing Tennessee orange brand.
103.9 and 106.3. We're local, we're coast country, and we're Delmarva proud.
We're seeing a lot of hazy sunshine this late Thursday morning. Boaters out and about on a bouncy tunnel in Razor Cam right now, seeing the hazy conditions. We were socked in with that fog earlier this morning, a lot of places near zero visibility. Now, clouds and radar, we've seen that fog kind of morph into cumulus clouds, especially inland, 113 and west. That's where you're seeing the greatest concentration of those, more in the way of clear skies along the coast. Clouds and radar, on the wider view, you can see how we have the clouds right over the land masses, but not over the water right now. And as we go into the afternoon, we'll have to watch for the potential of a spotty shower or storm. But right now, we've got a stationary boundary kind of draped right along the Jersey-Delaware border, and that could be the focus for some showers and storms later on. Eventually, that does start to lift to the north as a warm front, as we're watching this cold front back to the west, and out ahead of it, we're seeing showers and thunderstorms developing, and this front could give us a better chance of some bigger storms as we go on into your Friday, both in the morning and afternoon. But right now, it's upper 70s along the coast, Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, 81 in Georgetown, 81 in Red and Milton at 81 degrees. Dew point temperatures into the low to mid 70s, so we're still on the muggy side, and it's already feeling like, wow, 93 in Seaford, feels like 87 in Redden, 85 in Selbyville. So it's not hot, it's warm, but you want to stay hydrated into the afternoon. Take frequent breaks if you can. Here's Futurecast looking at partly cloudy skies, and we could see that pop-up stray shower as we go into the afternoon as temperatures surge into the mid to upper 80s, inland 70s and 80s along the beaches. And we are looking at some of those showers this evening, just isolated. Once again, maybe some heavy rain and vivid lightning. Then we look into Friday morning and say between about 5 and 9 a.m. we could be looking at showers and storms moving through at that time, maybe around Millsboro around 8:30. Possibly like the scenario we saw 2 days ago, and that could last late morning and maybe even more storms into the noon hour. And then things start to quiet down after that as we see a front moving through. The air gets drier behind that front. So moving into Saturday, here's noon and into the afternoon, looking at 80s and into the evening, really beautiful conditions. But as far as rain goes, as we go into your Friday, some places maybe a third of an inch up to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain. And we are under a marginal risk of seeing severe weather tomorrow. I think the main threat could be flooding, maybe a moderate threat for flooding at that time, and maybe some strong winds. So we'll certainly watch that scenario. As far as the muggy meter goes, you can see we're humid right now, but then we start to dry it out a little bit into this upcoming weekend. So we get a break from the really high humidity. Lower 90s today with the feels like temperatures, middle 90s on Friday, and then heading into Saturday, much more pleasant into the upper 80s at that time. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 88 today, a slight chance of those showers and storms. Friday, 87, a 50% chance of storms. And then the weekend, lower humidity, 86 Saturday, 88 on Sunday. And then upper 80s into early next week, maybe storm chances again Tuesday and Wednesday. And signs are that we could have a big heat wave by the end of the week into next week.
All right, thanks, Bob. Still ahead, tight housing market, the downward trend when it comes to putting homes up for sale. Coast TV News Midday returns in a moment.
NBC Primetime Thursday starts tonight at 8 on Coast TV, followed by Coast TV News at 11.
Brought to you locally by West Shore Home, making home remodeling fast, easy, and convenient for homeowners across America.
Delaware Electric Cooperative employees constantly monitor energy loads and prices.
It's time to issue an alert.
When the price of electricity is highest, we issue Beat the Peak alerts and ask our members to voluntarily conserve energy. Our Beat the Peak program helps keep rates affordable and has saved members nearly $40 million since 2008. To participate, download our Beat the Peak app. If you have a programmable thermostat, you could also receive $40 in billing credits when you conserve. Learn how you can save at beatthepeak.coop.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
Comes alive. I am tangled up inside. Is it something that you hide?
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years. 93.5 The Beach.
Delmarva Home Show. Explore the hidden house gems here on the peninsula. Exciting tours of stunning homes, charming cottages, and luxurious beachfront properties. Designer ideas and insider tips to help inspire your home decor. Discover the best of Delmarva's architecture and interior design. A showcase of the most unique and beautiful homes on Delmarva. Start your tour Sunday mornings at 11:30 on WBOC.
For weather coverage you can count on, get the WRDE weather app with live radar and severe weather alerts, plus a 10-day forecast. Download the free WRDE weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Just 1% of all U.S. homes have changed hands so far this year. That's according to data from Redfin, and it represents the lowest figure in at least a decade. Company info showed only about 14 of every 1,000 existing homes moved from one owner to another in the first half of 2023. In 2019, it was 19 out of every 1,000 homes. Shares of Carvana closed the trading day on Wednesday up more than 40%. This after the online used car seller, known for its car vending machines, reached a debt restructuring agreement. The Phoenix-based company says it will reduce its outstanding debt by more than $1.2 billion. The massive debt reduction deal should sharply reduce the online car dealers' interest expenses. Does pineapple belong on a pizza? Well, how about on the side, too? Pepsi is bringing back its pineapple-flavored soda in a partnership with Little Caesars. Right now, pineapple lovers can get the fruit on their pizza and wash it down with a tropical soda. Pineapple Pepsi first came out in 2020, but if you want it now, it is only available at Little Caesars and only for a limited time. Coming up, starting to prep for school, we have 4 things you can do to help a first-time student. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
If you're experiencing ringing, humming, or buzzing in your ear, you may have tinnitus.
Tinnitus is a condition that can make it hard to understand speech, relax, or sleep.
If you have any of these symptoms, the first step is getting your hearing tested. The audiologist will be able to diagnose your problem and prescribe you devices that can alleviate your symptoms.
Hearing aids like Signius even offer tinnitus programs that can offset tinnitus noises.
To learn more information about Massed Audiology, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
NBC Primetime Thursday starts tonight at 8 on Coast TV, followed by Coast TV News at 11.
Brought to you locally by West Shore Home, making home remodeling fast, easy, and convenient for homeowners across America.
First Alert Weather is our promise to be the first to tell you when big changes are coming in your weather forecast.
Whether it's day-to-day weather that changes your plans,
or severe weather that could change your life,
the First Alert Weather team will call for First Alert Weather Days.
Here on TV and all of your devices.
It's our commitment to give you the most accurate forecast.
The WRDE First Alert Weather Team. That's our promise to you.
Summertime.
Welcome to the ride home on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. First rule of the ride home, we definitely talk about the ride home. In fact, tell all your friends. Second rule of the ride home, we have fun. Top 10 Tuesday, Would You Rather Wednesday, and every day you pick the songs on the high five. And the third rule of the ride home, we don't take ourselves too seriously. You've got enough to stress about. So let me handle the ride home, weekdays from 3 to 7 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
Heading back to school can be stressful for everyone, but for parents who are sending a child to school for the first time, it can be a big transition. Well, you can't prepare children for everything. Health experts say you can set them up for a successful school year by preparing now. Mandy Gaither shows us 4 things you can do to help a first-time student.
A new school year with new faces, a new classroom. It can be scary for any student, but especially those who are new to school.
They don't really have an idea in their mind of what this is going to look like. They don't have something to go off of.
Strong for Life licensed therapist Jody Baumstein says preparing children before school starts is critical in easing them into the classroom.
The more we can fill in the blanks in their head, the more at ease they will feel.
Baumstein says to visit the school so the child knows what it looks like. Meet the teacher and administrator so there are familiar faces on day one. set up play dates before school starts with other families who have first-time students.
They can rely on each other and have some sense of familiarity when they get there so that they don't feel alone and so uneasy.
Finally, practice with school supplies. Baumstein says if your child isn't sure how to use or open something, it can create a layer of anxiety that can be avoided.
It might seem silly and unnecessary, but for kids, it's helpful to know that they're capable and that they can do it without you. And so the more opportunity you can give them a chance to try it in the safety of your home while you're right there if they need help, the more likely they're going to be able to have the confidence to do it on their own.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
We're already talking back to school. Summer is flying by. The warm and humid weather continues into Friday. At that time, we could see strong to possibly severe storms with a drier and sunny weekend on the way. I'll have the 10-day forecast after the break on Coast TV News.
The 98th Chincoteague Pony Swim and Auction is happening, and you can see the action from anywhere. Watch it live this Wednesday on WBOC and Coast TV, on air, the news apps, and Facebook pages. Brought to you by Buchanan Subaru.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me, Jared. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
All right, ready for this?
Everyone is invited.
Fill your week with Wheel. It's Sweethearts Week, Veterans Week.
It's Teachers Week.
Fabulous Food Week.
Days packed with fun.
Yeah. Hawaii Week, Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar. Maggie, it's Collage Week.
It's College Week.
It's going to be a big week for everybody.
Weeknights at 7 on WRDE. Experience the thrill of the race with Post Time with Heather Vitale, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. From the energetic sprints at Ocean Downs to the heart-racing action at Bally's Dover, all the way to the vibrant atmosphere of Harrington Raceway, we bring you the true pulse of harness racing. Sunday mornings at 8 and 11:30 on DSN, DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com, or on the DSN app. Post Time on Delmarva Sports Network.
The men and women working hard to make sure the games are fair. The unsung heroes of all sports. Thank you to all of the officials on Delmarva. Thank you for your positive impact on young athletes. Your service does not go unnoticed. If you're interested in becoming a sports official on Delmarva, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com/officials for more information.
Performing out of space?
Yes, next July.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I can't change these plans.
We're stealing in the sun next summer. Heist of a lifetime.
The Olympics.
Come on, you in?
Roman Reigns will defend his title against anyone, anytime. Except next July.
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years.
We have typical late July weather in store as we go into the afternoon. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds. Scattered thunderstorms are possible. I'm thinking more isolated, and they could put down some heavy rain and vivid lightning and maybe gusty winds. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. I am concerned about stronger storms Friday morning and then again in the afternoon with a cold front. A high of 87 there, and then we dry it out for the weekend with lower humidity. 86 Saturday, 88 Sunday, 80s Monday through Wednesday, some storms Tuesday. Then there are signals that we could see a big heat wave by the end of next week, into the weekend. By Saturday, we could be looking at 95, and it could get even warmer after that.
All right, thanks, Bob, and thank you for being here with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5 and Until then, have a great Thursday, everybody.